Hey YouTube, coming at you with my third Sunshine Cup team, and it is the triple normal team, and BEWEAR is fantastic. So I started with furret and diggersby. They're two of the best normal typings in this meta. Both spammy, both bulky, both. There's obviously the second weakness to ice and water and grass on diggersby, but furret is only weak to fighting. BEWEAR, I was like, what's my third Pokemon I can use? And I started with Shadow Giraffe because I know Shadow Giraffe in a lot of these limited metas was strong, but I used it twice. I ran up against like a Fury Cutter Gligar and it just like deleted me. I'm like, this is not as strong as I want it to be. So then I looked at my list. I did not even look at the rankings. I'm like, BEWEAR. BEWEAR is an interesting one because one, you're half fighting. So you actually pick up some resistances in this meta like Bug and Rock that there is some of. But more importantly, I talked multiple times, and the reason I'm doing a triple normal team is there's really no fighters in these. Like, you got like a brick break furret, and yes, there is a couple like fighters like Blaziken and stuff, but there I saw like one in maybe 50 matchups so far. So I'm like, superpower is probably going to be the best fighting move in this meta and have a lot of play. So having Shadow Claw, one of the best fast moves in the game, with a stab superpower that's doing over 100 raw damage, that superpower is going to hit super effective against all these normal typings and Cradily and Abomasnow and Piloswine. It's just like it Magcargo. It just seems like there was so many opportunities to use this Pokemon, and it worked very well. 8-2 with the team. Definitely kind of like a sneaky core breaker. A little glassy. You're going to see at times where I just use it. I like use it and then bail into furret there. So this one, I had a good lead. I guess, again, I could have got the superpower off on the Cradily. They come in with Cladle. So I'm at the weird spot where Shadow Claw is super effective, but I have no charge moves. And Sucker Punch is super effective, but I have no charge moves. So I stayed in for a bit, got a bunch of energy on BEWEAR, came in furret where Sucker Punch is super effective. Just used the Brick Break because all moves are resisted. I just wanted to lower its attack here, or defense here. They farm me down. Yeah, that's kind of tough when you have no move to throw. But I now come out with 2+ moves for BEWEAR here. And BEWEAR with that is very, very strong. So here comes the first superpower. Cradily lets it go. I'm going, no point of baiting. The difference, I'll talk about one mistake I made on superpower later, but there's a second superpower. Instant swap, Magcargo. I am in the driver's seat. And the reason I'm in the driver's seat is because it only has really Rock Tomb and Overheat. So if you Rock Tomb, it's not super effective. It is resisted, so I can easily take that. Or if you throw Overheat, you're going to lower your attack by 2 and basically be in big trouble. Scorching Sands is double super effective on the rock, super effective on the fire. So that is fantastic there, which means they have to respect these Scorching Sands, so they're going to start double shielding here because they kind of have to. I'm going to instant swap, get the superpower off before they Rock Tomb me. And not surprising, BEWEAR, more attack heavy. Not super attack heavy, but pretty attack heavy. One shots Magcargo, what is left of it. So here comes the Magcargo on the lead here. They get out into Glizzcore. Fury Cutter is resisted. And this is what I like about this thing. It's so spammy that really there's nothing that's going to outspam you because you're going to get to the 10s. And you do good chip, right? So took the resisted Fury Cutters, did really good chip with Stomp, and I will now just easily take Switch here. I shielded because I figured they were at Earthquake, and I didn't expect them to bait, but I expected that they're going to burn a shield from me with that Earthquake. They did bait, so I burned that shield right back, and then I will respect the Earthquake. Magcargo comes back in. I've got the Brick Break here. I've got Superpower on BEWEAR. I've got the Scorching Sands on Diggersby. So there's one. They're going to have to throw a move, or else I'm going to... Oh, I do catch too. So tried to catch, assuming they were just going to go Rock Tomb and lower my attack. So caught on the Diggersby. They're either going to have to Overheat and bail or bank that energy, but they just went straight to 15, and Diggersby getting to the 14 here. They're going to have to shield. Nope. Deciding to go down with all that energy. Swampert in the back, so not a bad strategy. Like, Swampert's a beast. You can Hydro Cannon, get a couple Hydro Cannons loaded, and Hydro Cannon your way through with a shield advantage. Do get the attack fall, so I'm expecting some sort of catch here, which is why I'm throwing the Fire Punch, because basically I know that they know it's a Fire Punch, but I wanted to just get that Fire Punch off because now it's potentially just Shadow Claw, Sucker Punch range. And I mentioned this a lot, so if you're newer to the channel, like, they were going to outpace me for sure. They had a move, they would have been CMP. If you know that you're just going to go to Scorching Sands and they're going to take you out before, make it very obvious that you are throwing the resisted move because they're unlikely to shield. But chip like that matters when you have two Pokemon that have fast moves that do good damage, and I just fast move down because I got that Fire Punch off. So strong there. Take that matchup. Out comes Flygon. Going to get to the stomp here. And again, it'll do like 50% plus, and they shield. So again, I'll just instantly swap. I'll take the move on furret. I'll do this a lot. I'll just like put pressure with Shadow Claw, stomp, and Superpower. Often go into furret to take that damage. Still getting some good spam out of these Swifts, right? So still going to put some pressure on your opponent here. So they come back in with their furret. Get to the Superpower. Sorry, the Brick Break. And lots of damage. I assume I'll just take it on Diggersby. Yeah, there's no point of taking when you don't have to. Don't take the move on BEWEAR if you don't have to. Swampert comes in. So I got a shield advantage. Getting a Scorching Sands off here is going to put some pressure on them. And they do shield, and their attack is lowered. Flygon comes in. So I remember this. I'm like, okay, no problem. I know they have energy, but if I get a bit of energy here and I take this out, I have a 1 shield, I'll take it. And I'm like, okay, change of plans. Double shield, come out with 2 moves here, and I'll win CMP. So stomp to take this out, have 2 moves, stomp to take this out, Superpower to take out, or at least chip to a couple HP on the Swampert here. So there's your Superpower. Does not quite take out, gets them to the deep red. That's fine. They just we did CMP, so they just dumped the energy. And now a quick attack down. Swampert lead. This is the one I think I messed up on. Okay, so the difference between Superpower and Stomp is substantial. Oh, so maybe it's not this one. Stomp is 66 damage. And Superpower is 102. And yes, Superpower lowers your attack and defense. But there's times where you do just need to like throw that Superpower and bail. Or if you're in just situations, sometimes just going back-to-back Superpowers may even just be stronger. So you're going to see, I guess it wasn't this one, but there's going to be another matchup where I make that mistake, where I grab 1 shield, they grab a shield for me, and instead of going Superpower, I go Stomp, and they live and get like another charge move off, something like that. I'll try and point it out if I remember what happens here. But that, just be aware, Superpower is way better than way better than Stomp. So I do good chip damage. Let's see if I'm just sacrificing this and just try and sweep with BEWEAR in the ending here. Yeah, take a Frenzy, take a second one here. Swampert comes in, gonna snipe. This is gonna be tough because I think they have a Frenzy loaded still on. Yeah, I think they have a Frenzy loaded on the Chestnut. I did not burn the switch clock. Oh, I have a shield, but I did not burn the switch clock enough to make this catch if I need to. I think I try and catch. I think I remember getting farmed down somewhere here too. Or CMP. Oh yeah, I tried to make the catch here because I assume they have a second Frenzy. So I'm like, I'll go 1 and throw, 1 and catch, thinking they're going to throw. But they end up just committing to the farm down and now having a move coming out. So Sucker Punch was resisted on the fighter, so I couldn't get really much damage there. I thought they had farmed up so much that they had energy that they were just going to try and like snipe me, or it's 1 move and snipe, but did not happen. Okay, Quagsire lead. So BEWEAR is not like this, not a glass cannon. So as you can see here, you live on Aquatail very comfortably. So going for the Stomp here, because again, I don't want to lower my defense right away, but maybe I should have, right? Because the Superpower probably takes out from there. So I could have maybe just gone Superpower to take that out instead of having to burn a second shield. And now I'm gonna let it go. Yeah, just let it go, take the shield advantage, which I don't do often, but I figured Diggersby and Furret are good enough to sweep a lot of things here. So here comes the Diggersby. I'll Brick Break it. So I'm still not sold on Brick Break. I understand its strengths, but Trailblaze, just being able to boost your attack as opposed to like a pathetic, very pathetic move like Brick Break. Like that's the second Brick Break I threw, both super effective, and that did almost nothing. I don't like Brick Break as a move, but okay, I'll bank that. They come in with Quagsire, take it down here. And it is a Piloswine in the back, which is kind of tough. I do have Fire Punch, which is super effective, but they have Powder Snow Icicle Spear, which is super effective. So I'm going to overfarm, assuming that they're just trying to CMP to get that sort of like extra tie energy. And back to back, I probably live one. Yeah, Diggersby's tanky enough to live one. And now the question is, can I get to a move before I get taken down here? And I do get to a move. This Fire Punch should take out from this range. And try it for the quick attack down. Get to the Fire Punch. They, I guess, tried to commit to the farm down, but did not work. My Furret is low, too, which was nice. Hippowdon. Ice Fang to Hippowdon, it looks like. So this is one I'm like comfortable going Stomp because Hippowdon's probably pretty glassy and it's a shadow, so it's almost always going to shield. This is the one. We both grabbed a shield from each other. I should be throwing the superpower to take this out. Grab that second shield or take this out. And I go Stomp and it lives and they get another move off, so I just lost Switch. So I could have had like, no, not a lot of health left, but I would have had Switch and maybe a little bit of energy. But now I just lost Switch. They have a Cradily, which is almost the best spot to see it here because grass is super effective on Diggersby. So have the Brick Break. That'll chip. I'm going to shield up a move because Shadow Cradily is like, I don't really want to take a move from Shadow here. Getting to the next Brick Break, let's see if they want to commit a shield here. They do not. What's in the back? Shadow Vic, a second grass, and a spammy one at that. Now with the acid, I will go down here. So that, I honestly think not throwing that superpower at the beginning there cost me this matchup. Could have come out with a bit more energy. I probably would have been in trouble. I think I would have been in a little bit of trouble anyways because they have two grass in the back and Diggersby is weak to grass. But you got to at least put yourself in a position to have a bit of a chance. If the Cradily came in or this came in, I probably got to a Stomp or superpower and that would have probably changed everything. Gligar, Fury Cutter is resisted. I know they have Aerial Ace, so I would not be surprised if I like bail very quickly here after I chip. So chip to the yellow and bail, right? See this combo a lot. Take it on the bulkier Pokemon. Why am I shielding? I think to a certain extent I'm shielding because when your opponent hesitates like that, you know, that's my advice is to never shield that. And the reason I always say never shield that is when you're in like the Open Great League in particular, if you shield up that move and then just get hit with like a Primeape or something, you are going to lose that matchup anyways, right? But here, the hesitation shows me that they don't have an answer to Furret. And that's not surprising in a meta where there's no real fighters, right? There's like one or two people fighters that actually can deal with you. So I knew Shadow Gligar throwing a move probably meant that they were trying to do a lot of chip damage, which means I thought it was worth the shield in this meta. But I think if this was the Open Great League, I probably don't shield that. Magikarp Go is in, and I Again, double super effective Scorching Sands here, so they are shielding up here. And they make a very nice catch on Gligar. It's a nice catch. I'm going to stay in this and basically force them to throw, because if not, I'm going to farm down. So they throw, take me out, get a couple claws here. They're going to throw a move. 95% sure it's going to be a Rock Tomb, but for me, it is not worth that 5% chance because I'm going to get to the superpower here. And yes, my attack is lowered, but does not matter. There's your super effective superpower to take out. Furret lead. Sucker Punch is resisted. Yes, my Shadow Claw is also resisted, but I've got a superpower. And here it comes. So throw in the superpower. I think they let this go. They do, and it takes them to a few HP away from being taken out here. We'll respect the Swift. Both of us instant swap. It is a Whiscash in the back here. I should have baited a Trailblaze. This is a mistake. Like, yes, Brick Break is a recommended moveset, and a lot of people are using Brick Break, but you got to at least fake it against the Mud Boy. So that's a mistake on my end there. They do Blizzard. I'm not burning a second shield here, so that's fine. Almost the best case scenario because Blizzard doesn't take me out. They're going to have to probably throw another move, or else I'm going to take them out, and I do take them out, and I have a Swift, so not the best case scenario for them here. Get the Swift off, take them out. What do they have in the back here? It is a Wigglytuff. Get to the first Scorching Sands. They're likely to shield because they have Icy Wind, which is super effective, and they want to lower my attack. So I knew that, but lucky for me, they do get the attack fall. I do get the attack fall anyways. I am going to shield, yeah. I'm going to shield knowing that it's probably an Icy Wind, and BEWEAR is a fighter, so it's probably going to get ripped up by these charms here. So I kind of need to save the Diggersby. I get to the superpower. They shield, respecting that, yeah, this is going to hurt a lot. And they have a move, I have a move. Both super effective. Actually, theirs is super effective. Mine is not super effective, but as you'll see here, Diggersby is just a tank. I've already lowered their attack once. I don't think I'm going to get to another Scorching Sands, so just going for the Fire Punch, hoping that's enough, and if I remember, it's like 1 HP away from being enough here. Furret will probably play the same way. I wouldn't be surprised if I just go straight superpower. They go first. You can live moves, right? This thing is not bad. It can definitely take some moves. It's not like a glass cannon. It can take some moves, but these superpowers do hurt a lot. We've already seen it almost take out before. There we go again. Almost takes out. Gonna throw this second move. There's an argument I should have so they actually interesting. They shield and I guess bank some energy maybe. Yeah, probably had a move or close to it. Maybe like 1 or 2 shorts. So get to the Swift here. I've got shield advantage, so unlikely to shield this. Okay. What do I know? They do shield this. Deciding to go down 2 shields pretty early. I will get 1 back because I want to. I don't think it takes out here, but it's probably going to put it within a few HP, which is pretty much all I need. And they come back in with Cradily. So going to get to this. And then coming in Diggersby. Probably shield up a potential Grass Knot here. Yeah, I do shield up Grass Knot. You'll live 1 for sure. Get to the Scorching Sands. Their defense is lowered. This is only neutral. I don't think it's probably enough to take out here. It is not. So they'll probably get off another move, but that's okay. You'll live. Maybe farm down with the quick attack. Come out with some energy here. And they give up switch. And there's Furret with the energy that it banked earlier. I remember this being a matchup where there's a lot of jumping around. Trailblaze super effective. I get the farm down. I have a Fire Punch. I bank that move. Take a bit out there. Come in BEWEAR, take out with the claws, and have a superpower coming out, and I still had a Fire Punch banked on Diggersby in case I needed it. But superpower will end this matchup. I think one more battle here. Talonflame. Let's go to 7 here, maybe. 7 and throw. Yep, that's 14 versus 15. Either I instant swap or I do another 2 claws and then catch. Let's see what I decide to do. 1, 2, and catch. There we go. Probably caught a fly. Got some more energy. Chip this to the yellow. Pretty good scenario. Cradily comes in. Yeah, so the team's strong. BEWEAR strong. A lot limited meta, as you're seeing. Lots of Cradillys, lots of furrets, and lots of Gligars in the same old. But there are some core breakers, and I think BEWEAR is kind of an interesting one. So farming up to multiple moves here. Just going to Power Stomp is resisted on the rock, so I don't think it's worth baiting here. Bank that. I know that, yeah, I'm shielding this because my BEWEAR's low and I know they probably have a Brave Bird. So I think it's worth the shield there. And it is a Gligar in the back. So time to start spamming some Fire Punches. Quick Attack, Fire Punch are both neutral. So it will eventually start putting on some pressure here. So there's one shield. I'll live a dig or air release. Obviously, they do go straight dig. Oh, I lived that with even more than I expected to. Fury Cutter is starting to add up here. Do take them low. Maybe I can claw down. Oh, I think I remember what happens here. They come in here with the Talon. The Incinerate does not take me out, which allows me to get to 2 moves. I get the 1-turn deny here, so no fast move goes through, which is good because I'm at like 1 HP and I get the back-to-back stomps. So, stupid game. stupid game. Okay. 8-2, 25-43. Did another strong team. I'm doing really well. I started this meta at like 24-30 and just finished a Pillow Swine team, which you'll probably see this afternoon. And that is at like 26 something. I like got like, I did very strong. I went very strong with that team too. So you'll see that this afternoon up to 26 something. Yeah, starting to make a push. But we'll see. We know how fast it can turn around. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.